And then I'm going to go start with scene 3, which is going to be the today is Saturday when it's showing. So, Doug, you're saying when I hit my Stream Deck now without starting the macro, it should start? Here we go. 3, 2. I could do it the Doug Betts way and go 3, 2, and press it, and then you're done. But here we go. No, I'm getting ready to right about now. I'll be doggone.
Can
Working on it.
Can
Well, I didn't mute anybody, so our conversation was going out over. I learned something. I always thought. I can get that out of the way now.
Thank you. Good to see you too, Doug.
Get that out of the way now.
Good to see you too.
Oh, we're inundated with Floridians now.
Only what, 2?
Well, that's 2 more than from any place else, right? Or 1 more.
That's true. That's true. So we are back live. I'm going to stop sharing my screen because now we should be not seeing any movement. There we go. All right.
Now the old stream stopped, right?
Yes.
Yes, I started the old one. This is part 2. It will run for an hour, or I don't know what the approximate time was. I'll have to do what Doug said, go back and watch whenever it was that whatever I clicked to see what was going on. According to the way the macro set up, it should not have done what it did. So I thank Doug for that. And I honestly thought he was joining to discuss Josh's issue with the Zoom Tech or JAWS or whatever it is not working with Fortnite. But I appreciate this.
The Zoom Tech not working with Fortnite.
Yeah, he can explain it better than I can. I get lost when he explains it.
Well, I think I don't even need to hear the explanation of that because Fortnite is I'm pretty sure trying to take over some computer resources at a lower level, and when you're gaming, Windows will kind of tailor resources for the gaming. So any other software is very high likelihood to struggle, such as the Zoom test. So the Zoom text, I don't think you got much chance of getting that to work in Fortnite very well. Is that on target with the issue without me having even heard an explanation of the issue?
As far as we understand.
Yeah, so Josh, you're trying to get the Zoom text to interact with Fortnite?
I'm trying to get it to run while I'm playing Fortnite so I can see when someone asks me to play, I can see who's asking me to play because they come in and go out real quick.
Yeah, they do. They do come in and go out real quick. And I knew when I sent you, I could see that you were off playing a game, and I sent you an invite, and I knew you weren't going to spot it because it just happens so quick. I have trouble with
Yeah, that's my
seeing
problem.
it so quick.
So what I usually end up doing is if someone wants to play with me, just keep sending them over. At least send it twice, because if you send it at least once or twice, chances are I'll see it. But if you just send it one time, I'm not going to see it right away. But if you send it twice, I'm more likely to see it.
That's a good tip. If I come across a need to do that again, I will do that repeatedly. I get annoyed at other people when they send it repeatedly to me. In fact, I just blocked somebody on Fortnite today because they sent in a join request while we were playing.
Okay, I've got a question, and I'm not playing
Right.
Fortnite again. Is that not something as far as those requests goes that you can regulate, maybe slow it down somehow or make it repeat? No?
No,
Okay.
no, there's no way that I've seen to do that. There is, I think if you go into the menu panel on the left-hand side, you can see who has made a request. And if you're still in the lobby, it displays that on those different pads that you stand on. So I think there are ways to see it if you know to go look for it. But you can't adjust how long that
That's
pop-up
what the problem
displays.
is. How long it
Ouch.
they bill.
Yeah. Well, I think what you can do, Josh, is I think you can go into the menu in the upper left, that 3-bar menu, and click on that. And I think anyone who has sent you an invite will show up at the top of that list, but I'd have to go double check that. I'm not totally certain about it.
So I've got two questions, which is the same questions to two people. I'll ask Doug first. Doug, do you have a bot running in your Fortnite?
A bot running in my Fortnite?
Like night
No,
bot or whatever it's called? I've seen him in others.
that would be in my OBS, not in Fortnite.
Oh, okay. But does
My
it
broad,
control what happens in Fortnite? I'm totally oblivious
no,
to these bot things.
no, it does not control what happens in Fortnite.
Okay. Josh, didn't
Um,
you at one time have some kind of bot in your Fortnite where if someone said, "Hey, go jump off a cliff," it would say, "Blah blah blah, that's not allowed," or something like that?
No, you're
I must
referring
be living in a
to
dream world somewhere.
Nightbot.
Okay, go ahead.
You're referring to Nightbot. That can be set up on YouTube.
yeah, that's in the chat room.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
So
not Fortnite.
But does that go ahead?
That can be set up on YouTube. You can put it as a moderator on your channel.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to mine. I have to redo mine.
Okay. But it's not going to help solve your issue to where if you had that installed, you would be able to have the Nightbot tell you, "Oh, Doug Betts sent you a thing and he wants you to play." Okay. All
No,
right. Cool. So I have a request to see how Fortnite's going, and I don't know who I'm supposed to ask. So, Josh, how's Fortnite going? Doug, how's Fortnite going?
I'm enjoying it this season. I'm playing aggressively to go after kills, and that's what I have this season focused on from my perspective. Last season I wasn't playing with any partners, not even Dennis. But Dennis was coming in on audio through Fortnite to coach me. Now that's different than teaching as a coach. He's an extra set of eyes and telling me things he knows about that I'm not aware of. So he's giving me advice that way. But during that time I was pursuing quest and leveling up and trying to get leveled up to 200 before the season ended with just playing about an hour a day. So this season, it's a different strategy. We're playing with partners, but we're playing with them by just subjective choice rather than using the spreadsheet that I was using before.
Yeah.
So many people would come in and sign up on our spreadsheet and then never show up again. It was just not worth the work.
Right.
Doug, what platform are you guys playing on?
EP.
Well, no, some of the people are playing on Windows PC, some are playing on Nintendo, some are playing on Switch. There's another one of those gaming devices. I can't think of it right now. You can even play it on a cell phone, an Android cell phone.
Really?
Are you running through Steam? Are you guys playing through Steam?
No, this is through Epic Games and Unreal Engine. It's
You can share your
Epic.
screen if you'd like to show it, Doug.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got Epic Games. Yep, I'm there. I'm on there.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
So that probably accomplished all that question was looking for, but Yeah.
Yeah, I should have asked a little differently. Yeah, Unreal Engine. Yep, I have this. Yep.
Is that showing to you guys?
Yep.
The Unreal
Yes.
Engine? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. So, yeah, no, that's not on Steam.
Yeah, I wanted to play with you tonight because I don't remember the last time I played with you and Gemma. It's been a while.
When
Yeah,
you
yeah.
said Fortnite is Epic only,
That makes sense.
but you can play it on a phone.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, how hard would that be?
I don't know. Only Android, not iPhone.
Man.
Our
And you
kids
did
play
you-
Roblox and mine. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Ken. Go ahead.
No worries. You did make your goal of 200 last season, correct?
Yeah, a couple days early.
And then is there a secondary goal this year of where you'd like to be, or are you just going for the kill effect?
This season, just the kills, and I am not paying any attention whatsoever to the points and the quests. Those points are building up, and I'm leveling up automatically,
Right.
but I'm not holding to myself to that at all. I'm focusing my attention on improving my battle skills, and so I am playing occasionally games while I'm not streaming to just practice some techniques, and I get ideas of ways that I think I might be able to do better. But when we
little
have,
bit I've got to see you're impressive. You really are impressive to watch.
well, thanks, but our partners, there's 100 players in these lobbies, and we have partners who will get 30 kills in a game. So how do you even find that many other opponents on this island that we're playing on? They're very impressive.
I think it's kind of comical that I've watched you a couple times. You one shot to the head, and you're like, headshot, yes, and you get all excited, and
Oh yeah,
it's pretty cool.
oh yeah, I allow myself to get excited when
Yeah.
I do something well.
So, and Josh last night was saying he was a little disappointed that he finished 10th, and I tried to get him to understand if he enjoys playing it, and he gets 10th place, that's doggone good.
Yeah,
I would never be there. So,
but more significantly, the point is to be able to enjoy it, find a way to enjoy the game, regardless of what place you come in. I've had many times, well, I'm not saying many times, but I have come in 99th place on a few occasions where I'm the first person killed. And it doesn't bother me. It's just you need to, whatever you're doing, it needs to be enjoyable. It needs to not cause you stress. And that's why I've made some changes here and there about how I play the game. Because there have been times when it was so stressful that I would take a day or two off, particularly due to playing with other partners that
right.
I feel like I was hurting cats or ones that were just intentionally trolls.
Right. I understand. Well, if you and Josh are going to play next week, let me have a heads up and I'll try it. Well, there's no doubt I'll be here because of her schedule, but I would like to watch that. I enjoy watching both of you play, and when I get a chance to, I always try to tune in. And next week should start settling back down into somewhat of normalcy. Mom's going to go home tomorrow late afternoon after I've got a surprise for tomorrow. No one knows anything about it. A couple of people on Zoom know about it, but other than that, no one knows about it. Mrs. K doesn't even know what's going on. So we had intended to go see a baseball game tonight here in town, but it was 89 degrees. It was a late start. We'd still be at the game, which is not, I did not go because of the stream. I didn't go because it would put my mom going to bed about 11:30 at night, and that's just not happening.
No.
So, and that's why I had to get called away a while ago, is I had to go in. She was trying to set the TV up, and somehow she got into a settings mode, and I walked in, and it was all I could do to not laugh out loud because she's trying to adjust the volume and she's in settings. So I sat down and fixed it, and all is good. So anyway,
all right.
let me go look at chat real quick.
So Josh, I guess your next opportunity to play would be next Saturday. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm at Saturday.
All right.
And your Saturday streams are always at what, 5 o'clock your time?
Yes.
Okay, that's 8 o'clock
When
my
I'm at
time.
home.
That's good. That works out.
When I'm at home, the Wi-Fi isn't that good, so I wouldn't play on the Wi-Fi at home.
All right. All right.
But-
Well, I'm ready to bounce.
Yeah, Doug, I
But,
appreciate you coming in. I learned something, and
See?
send the bill to 501 West Church, Sheridan, Arkansas.
Oh, wait a minute. Is
He's not here.
here? He's not here.
He's not here.
Of course he's not here. Of course he's not here. Have you heard him interrupt anybody?
I don't know. Did he seriously think that was being helpful to call it out? Because he kept saying, "I was just trying to help."
That was
Why the
Sean.
hell? Sean, that's right.
And
So, by the way, if you didn't notice, that video is private right now. It's not
Yes.
available to go see until I go edit it. And
right, yeah, I did notice that because I paused it when I had to leave after I said goodbye to Zoom, and when I came back, it said this video's unavailable. I'm like, unavailable?
Right.
Oh yeah, and then I remembered you had said that.
yeah,
I was going to say something else. Oh, I appreciate the thought and the sentiment of sending me the internal gizmo thing that you got. I don't need it.
I have no idea what you're
The
talking
capture
about.
card. The capture card. I couldn't think of what it was called. I heard you say something about you got 2 on the way, or you got 1, you're canceling 1, but if it shows up, you were going to send it to me. I appreciate that, but that's okay. Jim's like, what the hell is he talking about?
I see. I don't see. This is the problem with your humor, Ken. I never know. It's the boy who cried wolf. I don't know if you really think I said that or not, because I did not say that. Somebody in chat said that.
Oh, I know who said it. I'm
Somebody in
I'm
Zoom
well
said
aware
it.
who said it. I'm just twisting their words to put it in your mind so that when you get that capture card, you go, oh yeah, I'm supposed to send this to Ken because he could really use it. I've planted that seed.
He just hung up.
Thanks,
Click.
Doug. We'll see you later. I did learn something tonight, which is good. I seriously thought I had to start that to make that work. That is so cool that it doesn't answer why it went away. And I'm gauging it should be, if it's going to screw up, this should be about the time it screws up. So hopefully it doesn't, but I have no clue what happened a while ago. That was funny. I'm going to send him a quick email.
But seriously, Josh, all you have to do is just Google be repair shops in your area, and you can get the
Yeah,
list.
I used to have a friend that would take my computer somewhere, but my friend is no longer alive, and he went out of business a long time ago.
I'm sure there are others in the area.
I don't think there are.
What's the little area your aunt lives in? What's it called?
Southside.
South side of what? Philly? South side of where? South side what?
Crap. Southside crap.
South side Flats?
Yeah,
FLATS?
yeah.
Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh, yeah.
Okay. So there's a bunch of them that just Ninja Electronics comes up. First thing they open Monday morning. Nerds Monday morning. All you gotta do is Google it. Type in computer shop South Flats, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's about 20 of them. You just have to pick the one that is closest maybe, and or call them and ask them, tell them what you want to have done, and ask them what they would charge.
Okay.
Now, are you doing this on just the Nook alone, or do you intend on doing this with both your computer and your Aunt Mary's computer? I'm a little
Just my-
confused on that.
Just my computer.
Okay, then that's fine.
Ooh, excuse me.
But my aunt, why would my aunt need more memory? She doesn't do anything.
Right. Okay.
I'm the one that's using all the power.
Well, you're playing Fortnite, so yeah, that makes sense.
I'm
I'm
the
gonna
one
go-
that's using all the horsepower on it.
But you're not using her computer, you're using your computer, right?
Yeah, my computer.
All right. So we don't her computer doesn't need to even be in the equation or in the conversation. You just need to call around, ask them, tell them what you want to have done, and ask them what they charge.
And don't do a carry up grade.
What do you mean by do a curry upgrade? You mean take all the memory out and then put it all back in?
He goes overboard.
Well, a curry upgrade would be what I did with my computer. I bought the new memory, right? I put Jim memory out, put the new memory in, and then put Jim memory in on top of the new memory. I have a feeling what I should have did was I should have put Jim memory out and then put my new memory in and just leave Jim memory out, because now what I'm thinking is the computer is running at the speed at what the other memory is running. It's not running at the speed of the new memory. It's running at the 2.8 speed, which is the slower speed. If I wanted to run at the maximum speed, which would be to take the 2.8 out, just leave the 32 in, which would be my memory.
I don't know what memory Jim put in. I don't know what speed memory you put in.
Doesn't
Jim
matter.
would-
Doesn't matter. Whenever he puts a new memory in it, guess what? The thing drops to whatever the most common speed is, number one. Number two, it may default to 2133. It may default to 2666. That's what the memory is going to default to. You have to go back in and enable the XMP profile, which in this case, with two different speeds of memory, would be really interesting.
Yeah, to say the least. To
Good
say
luck.
the least.
Because he'd have to set it. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that there's 3200 memory in it originally. That's the speed. Let's say he bought 32 gig of 3600. Well, the minute he puts that extra set of 3600 in, first of all, the BIOS is going to reset to whatever the default is. Okay, that's the first thing it's going to do. The second thing is when he goes to enable XMP, it's only going to offer him the 3200 speed, because set the whole thing to 36. The original memory will go, "What the hell are you trying to do to me?" So I mean, you've got, first of all, you need to make sure that all the memory is the same speed. That's the first thing.
I bought the memory on Amazon. I believe it's the same speed of what you gave me.
Well, then if that's true, then the BIOS probably reset itself to whatever the default is for those, the non-XMP default, which could be 2133, could be 2666. Don't know that. I don't remember off the top of my head. But as soon as you add memory into the system, it retrains everything. And it will default back to whatever the default is.
But
I
are you
see
having
Jeff already answered
a
it.
system, Joss? Wait, it's running now?
It's running fine now, yeah.
Then leave it alone. you can get in more trouble if you enter the area to try to maximize the memories too.
Yeah,
They're recommending 16 gigabytes for Fortnite. When the hell did that happen? Jesus.
I don't know. I attempted to play it. It's all right. It's just not my thing.
I play enough Fortnite to get benchmark footage. That's pretty much about the extent of my playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Josh is better just leaving the memory speeds and that alone and enjoy the computer.
Well, Josh needs to leave the computers alone, period, and enjoy the computer, but that's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen.
More than likely, even though he said last night he wasn't going to do anything.
Oh, and you believed him? You fool.
Yes, I
You
believe
fool.
him about as much as I believe that Doug will be sending me an internal capture card. How's that?
Exactly.
Oh, it's definitely on the way. Yeah, virtually.
Oh, yeah.
Virtually.
Better be here by Monday or Tuesday.
Be there virtually.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay. The minimum requirements are 8. Okay. Minimum is 8. All right. I'm looking at it now.
All right.
Epic quality preset specifications. Oh my God. Look at this.
Either 3070 there. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Well, that's for epic quality. That's if you want to crank the visuals up to God knows what.
Oh, I know, but still.
Alice Ricky,
Oh, here we go. Stand by, everybody. Stand by. Brace yourselves.
Well, I can upgrade mine to 128, but why would I want to? I'll keep.
Yes, hello. I was just gonna say, please don't put me in the waiting room because I was late.
Nobody's putting in the waiting room because you're
You
late.
just have such a guilty conscience. You come in asking to be put in the waiting room. What would make you think we're going to put you in the waiting room?
If you must know, I didn't get home from the concert until about almost 8:30, and the grandkids and my sister were still over here, and they had made food. I was eating, and they were still over here, so I was telling them goodbye, and now
What
here
do
I
you
am.
need to eat?
Nobody's going to put the man in the waiting room just because he's late.
They didn't have no food. They didn't have no food at the singing today, so I had to wait till after. Plus, I already knew that.
I'm just pulling your leg. You know.
Plus, I already knew that her friend was cooking. So.
And so, how was it? How was her? We're referring to him as his friend now. How was her friend cooking?
It was good. It was I think it was Italian dressing, seasoned chicken breast, baked potato, cheese baked with cheese, bacon bits, and sour cream, and squash.
Now, I'm not going to put you in the waiting room for being late. And in fact, you let me know today on Doug's stream you would be late. However, you choosing food over being on my stream, oh, no. That's just not taking place.
I was told when I got home.
I think he thought I was joking with him when I said that. More memory is not going to help. He should look into the accessibility features that Fortnite provides rather than try to get work with JAWS. And he's not there. Remind me when he gets back, that being Joshy, to let him know that.
I'd almost wager it's more of a CPU issue than a memory issue if he's got 16.
Let me know what.
Not you. Did I said Joshy? Are you now taking fielding questions for Joshy? Oh wait, you fielding for everybody. What am I saying?
I thought you were talking about me. But I didn't hear the Joshy part because I had unmuted, and then all I heard was unmuted the stream, and then all I heard was remind me to tell him that or something.
You know, YouTube's still on.
Yes, we are still streaming. because of something that happened that I've still got the original, so I can go back and try to figure out what that was. That was
Yeah.
weird. I mean, that was really very, very odd. And it makes sense
The only
now that
thing I could figure out about your stuff working initially was that the focus or the window focus was correct all those other times, and somehow it was off when it tried to print.
could that be done due to a restart or a shutdown?
No, that would simply be that you hadn't clicked in the right window from what Doug was saying or something.
Okay. Well,
I
hopefully
mean,
it will be solved
I'm
now.
trusting what Doug said because I don't know squat about this sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, if in a week it starts going goofy, we'll try to figure out why it's going goofy in a week. Hopefully it won't.
Somebody once wrote a book called Ghost in the Machine.
I believe the Police made an album called Ghost in the Machine, did they not?
Yes, I think
don't
so.
know, but,
It's a good album. So how was your concert, Mr. Cheek?
It was good, really good. The group, like I told y'all the other night, is from Missouri, from Branson, Missouri, where I've been a bunch of times. But I had never heard of the group because they haven't been around that long. They've only been together about 10 years. But yeah, they were good.
Good.
And I got a funny story to tell you that he told us over there. They were looking for restaurants heading this away, heading to the church. They were looking for restaurants to eat at, and they found this barbecue hole in the wall restaurant called the Woodshed. Headed our direction from where they was at, and they saw Bill Clinton and all his motorcade and all that, like they have for a former president. They still have Secret Service agents and all that. So they ran into that was their story of the night, is they ran into Bill Clinton.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
Good story, Alex. Wintermute says more memory is not going to help you. You should look into the accessibility features that Fortnite provides rather than try to get it to work with JAWS. So you might want to look into that before you make your calls and your searches and spend some more money or whatever.
Yeah, but not really many accessibility features in Fortnite.
I don't remember that much about it, and I'm not going to install it just to go look for the accessibility features.
Why do you need JAWS on for Fortnite? I thought the only thing
It's in DVR mode. Go back and watch. See what the problem is, and then come back and join us.
I don't need JAWS in Fortnite. You missed both.
Oh, okay. What is it? Oh, you want the friends request to be repeated, right? And because they're so fast or something like that?
I need Zoom up in Fortnite because I can't see the messages coming in.
Oh,
they come in and go away too quick.
Yeah. In that case, I would agree with Ken or whoever said that, taking to the accessibility features on Fortnite, because if your Zoom text will mess with games and stuff, because the games are of course full screen, and so it messes up with.
That would have been Wintermute.
It's no different than when me or Ken connect your computer, and we have to disable all of your stuff to be able to help you on the computer.
Yeah, I know.
Because we're looking at it on a window.
Hello, Brian.
Good evening.
We are still streaming.
Brian.
There was a little bit
Hi,
of a
Brian.
malfunction earlier today. No, I did not show anybody sensitive information. My computer went to a black screen for some reason.
I caught that on your. I caught the beginning of your stream.
So
You said there was a
gonna-
black screen.
Yeah, I've got to figure that out.
You missed my comment
No, I didn't.
in the chat.
Yuck.
Oh, you did.
I saw it. And
Did you see it?
No, I honestly did not. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch it. So, I like your background too, by the way.
Me too.
Oh, by the way, you want to know
37.
where my microphone is? It's
In
right.
your pocket.
It's right here. I'm telling you, it's invisible. Watch. Tap. Now you can hear me. I can't figure out why that doesn't show up on the camera,
To your
even though it's
background.
it's got RGB lighting on it.
Oh,
Turn your background off and see if it shows up.
Well, of course it would then.
Oh, just humor me.
Well, all right.
Hey, Alex.
Hey,
Oh, that's funny.
Yes, Josh.
Do you know if them Nintendo Switches have any accessibility options in them?
I'm sure they do, Josh. But I don't know what they are, considering I don't have one, and I really haven't looked into it. But sounds like something you can look into. And no, in case
You were saying, Brian.
okay, let me start out with this. This is very important. I want to apologize to everybody here that had to sit through the long duration to hear about mailbox protocols this morning. I sent that email to Doug and I said 99% of the people are not going to be interested. He said, "Oh, we can do a live stream on it. We can do this. We can do." And the email said, "You heard me say it today. I have a solution. I can handle it. I know what to do." He goes on for the next whatever. Well, actually, I think he was more interested in it than I was. Was I reading that wrong? Jim, you look really bored. And you were.
Well, you noticed that my comment was with the SPF. It's only, to me, only applies in sunscreen.
No, and then when Doug said, "Well, okay, let's move on," 30 minutes later, he said, remember I went like this, "Yay, we're gonna move on." You
Yeah,
did the same.
that was good.
30 minutes later, we're still talking about it. Okay, it's not my fault.
Oh no, we know it's not your
So
fault.
back to the microphone.
Yes, ma'am.
I resemble that remark.
An RGB microphone. Really?
Hey,
Yeah, we couldn't really see it, even when you had your camera on it there, Brian.
it's called a gaming microphone. And when you put RGB on it, just like a keyboard, it makes
As
it go
long as
faster.
you've got a virtual background, we won't be able to see it.
I could make a very off-color remark, but we're on stream, so.
Yeah, you still can't really see it very well. Changing color. I see it's glowing, but it just looks blue.
There you go. Now we can see it. Don't see any RGB though. Is it RGB when you speak?
No,
that looks all pure white from what I'm seeing.
Changes colors
Let
on
me
the radio.
spotlight you.
The camera can't pick it up well. That's the problem.
Right.
Mm.
I noticed that.
okay.
I'm looking at the actual colors.
Oh, I see it.
What's on there?
It's just a white glow to us, yeah, more or less. We can see the intensity changing a bit, but no color.
Are you saying I didn't get my money's worth?
Nope.
I think he's saying you need to get a blue Yeti. That's what he's saying.
There's the
I guess
$2,000
Josh
microphones.
I guess Josh got upset and left because I muted him. Will ask Alex to unmute. He should be able to unmute now.
Hey, I just want to apologize to Brian mainly, but to the rest of y'all, because it was my fault that Doug went through all that mailbox stuff, because I'm the one that asked for it.
No, it's your fault that you had out of the clear blue sky bring up the blue Yeti right in the beginning of his cast.
Well,
And
that's my fault too.
He had to get your permission to continue.
No, he didn't have to. He just was being nice. He just was being his other Doug.
Oh.
Being nice.
That's mighty nice of him to continue.
So I guess Josh got upset because I muted both him and Alex since you were trying to explain something and they decided they were going to have their little chipmunk talk. That's not happening. And he'll be mad for a couple days and he'll get over it. I'm trying to time this thing out. Sam said that it went dark at 37 minutes 21 seconds at the previous stream, which is helpful. Thank you, Sam. I can go back and figure out what happened. We've been running for 40 minutes now, which means we have another 20 minutes to go, and I don't want to end it. I want to see if the macro is going to actually end it the way that it should, and then I'll go back and hash that out when we end this. So.
Oh, do you still have a stream going?
Yeah, we're still streaming. This is part 2.
Oh God, I hope Doug doesn't catch this part of it.
Well, I can edit that out. I can do what he did, make it.
Nah, that's
go
fine.
in and edit it out. Good to see Doug tonight. I did not know that I could do what he showed me I could do. I honestly did not know that. And I didn't know that Control P says to the computer to tell it to print something. You learn something every day. Except in my case.
Should have thought of that before.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't, when I say we, I mean you guys, because I had no idea. But it worked. It seriously worked up until either last night or the night before when this thing popped up. And I'm like, okay, close that. Don't need that because the stream started. I'm looking at OBS, and as long as it starts, I'm cool. I don't, whatever else pops up, I don't really pay that much attention to. But then I noticed it. I'm like, that's because down there it said print. I'm like, I don't have a printer hooked up. Where's this coming from? And then after Doug explained it, that made sense. So we'll see. Now, you know what I could test? I could test the stop stream macro we put in as well. The hotkey for that.
Mm-hmm.
I could test that. Hey, Brian, were you around when I mentioned earlier? Oh, John Aloy's still here. I thought he left. John Aloy said, like I said on Doug's stream, computers are always fun. There's always something to learn. Yeah, that's true. And thanks for sticking around, John. I don't know if Brian heard me say earlier a while ago that I did get another copyright notification for last night for the original music. I do and really do like the new music. And last night, I got a copyright notification for the outro that I haven't gotten in at least a month. So it's kind of like they figured out we were getting ready to change it up. So, oh wait, we got to ding that one again. Unbelievable. So I will say goodnight to everybody, hoping that this works on YouTube. Tomorrow night will be 9 o'clock. I'm going to go to the stream deck. I'm going to press the button and we'll see what happens in 3, 2, 1, pressing button. And we'll see what happens. I don't see the stream stopping. I see the stream continuing. I'm waving my hand. I'm looking at my monitor. Yeah, it's still going. That didn't work.
That's not what I see here. It shows me you stopped.
I don't have. Well, wait a minute. I might not be live. Hold on. I am not live. Let me go to live. I am live. Mine shows that I am.
It's still
live.
going.
Yeah, it's still live.
Yes, it's going.
It's still going. Yeah.
We're looking at it. Call Doug, quick.
Hey, bring me the hammer.
I broke it.
Bring me the hammer. I got to hit something really hard with it. I'm trying to
refresh over this side.
Yeah, you're still alive.
Yeah, I'm pressing and holding Stream Deck button to shut it off, and it is not doing it.
Uh-oh.
Cut the red wire.
Oh,
The red wire? Oh, no.
The blue one. No, it's the blue one.
The blue one.
Cut them both.
What about the green one?
Oh, hell, pull all of them at once, see what
I'm checking
happens.
some things behind the scenes here. So I'm going into settings. I'm going into hotkeys. I'm scrolling down. Stop the advanced scene switcher. Oh.
Yeah, that's probably what's taking priority right now.
Right. So should that not stop the stream? If
Not Well, it might not.
Right, not necessarily. Now that you said that, so the scene switcher might actually be stopped, but I thought that that would. Well, you know what? We're going to find out in another 14 minutes and 46 seconds. If it stops, then we'll know that it didn't work. If it goes on for another 47 or 8 minutes, then we'll know it did not stop.
Well, you can always end the stream in the studio.
True. Man, to look into that too. Oh, you know what? I can end the stream from the stream deck. Famous last words.
Link.
Yeah, really. Smoke starts billowing out of the case.
No. All we hear is a sudden crackle. Yeah,
What
that's
did
it.
I hit? All right, so I have a button on my first page here that's called Stop Stream. Before I click it, I'm going to go in and see. Oh, it just says Stop Stream. Okay, so start stream. All right, if the stream ends, cool. If not, then we'll go on for another 14 minutes. So I am now going to press the button that says Stop Stream.